Hello, beautiful Plexus team. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to tonight's team Zoom call. I'm doing this call a little bit early tonight, not normal schedule, just because today has not gone as planned and some things have happened, and so I need to go ahead and do it so that I can do some more stuff later this evening with just my day and what's gone on. But I still wanted to do it for y'all because I feel like it's really, really important what we're going to talk about tonight, and you'll all be able to watch it at your own convenience and use it when you need it. So, with that being said, my name is Miranda Ketz. I'm a Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and if you're watching this video, it means that you are somewhere on my team. So somebody maybe that I signed you up, you were somewhere in my downline, and I'm so, so happy that you're getting to see this video. So today's topic is all about hosting events, right? So, you know, one of the things that we talk about in Plexus is that it's not absolutely necessary to host events in order to be successful with Plexus, and that is absolutely true. But what I have found in my business is that hosting events are really, really vital for multiple reasons. The first reason is it gives you experience, right? It puts you in front of an audience. You know, when you become a Plexus ambassador and you want to work this business, you become a leader. You have to learn to get comfortable with talking in front of people, talking about the products, talking about the business, and it gives you a great opportunity to learn and practice giving your testimony. I have given my testimony so many times that I don't even have to think about it anymore. It's just memorized in my head, and I'm able to do it very simply and very easily. I can also do it on the spot if I happen to see somebody that asks me about Plexus just randomly during my day, or if I get a phone call with somebody going or things like that. And it's all because I've practiced it and done it multiple times. So events give you that experience. They get you comfortable with sharing these products and sharing the business opportunity. That's what the events are so good at doing, is giving you that necessary experience for you to be comfortable in doing this. Because if growing this business is important to you, then you have to be able to do those things. It needs to become second nature in your brain, and you should be able to just turn it on at any moment, right? You know, practice makes perfect. That's what we always preach, and it's so, so true. The first presentation I ever gave was probably horrible. Everybody told me I did a good job, but I know it's because they were being really, really nice to me. And I was terrified, y'all. I am a natural leader. I like to be the leader of groups, and I like to be around people and to talk a lot. Sometimes I talk way too much, but when you're giving a presentation and you're talking in front of a group of people, it's a completely different story. I've never been comfortable doing that. But I've done it so many times with Plexus now that I don't even have to practice anymore. And I'm able to get up there and do it, and it's fun for me, and I enjoy it. I don't have fear anymore. And so I really, really like doing it. And I know that you can too, just given that practice and disciplining yourself to do it. You know, I had a sister who's my upline who made me do it the first time. So maybe this is my push to make you get out there and get you a little bit uncomfortable and do it too. Because I'm telling you guys, when you get out of your comfort zone, it's where magic truly happens in anything that you're doing, but especially when it comes to Plexus. If you stay in your comfort zone, nothing is ever going to happen. You have to get out of that comfort zone to move and to grow. So, second reason why events are so awesome is that they keep you pumped and motivated and excited. When you're sharing Plexus with people and you're giving your testimony, you cannot help but get excited and re-energized with Plexus. It's something, you know, when it comes to this kind of business, we have to keep ourselves motivated and excited. It's really, really important to do. And events are just a great, wonderful way to do that. So another thing that's so powerful about events is you get other ambassadors there who are giving their testimony. And when you're hearing their stories and learning about their health journey and their business journey, it also pumps and motivates and excites you. So that's the second reason why events are super, super important. And I don't know if I have a third reason, but I definitely have a 1 and 2. So again, events are really, truly life-changing. So they're going to help you grow as a leader. They're going to help you get experience with sharing the business and the products, and they're going to keep you really jazzed and excited and motivated, right? Also, when you get people to events are kind of magical. People get the vision when it's set right in front of them and they get to hear those live testimonies. Everything sort of clicks and makes sense. So that's another reason why having events is super, super important. See, there's reason number 3 right there. See, is that when people actually get to an event, it really opens up their mind and they understand and they finally get it, because it's just very powerful what happens at events. They're wonderful. So events themselves, hosting one. I know it can be really, really scary. I actually watched a really awesome video team call that was done earlier that Kim recommended that I watch, and it's by a different Diamond ambassador. She was a guest on the call. I'm actually planning to post that very video on the team page sometime this week for y'all all to get to watch and listen to. But one of her Diamond ambassadors that's underneath her, when she was helping this girl learn how to do events and things like that, she said before every single event, this girl would literally be physically sick and like throw up before each event. But she didn't stop. She didn't let it stop her, and she still got in front of those people and she still did her event. And now she loves doing them and she doesn't get scared anymore. She doesn't get sick. Hallelujah. But people really do grow by doing these. They're so much fun, and they're so important to do. Now, if you've been on this team very long, you've probably been to one of our events. If you haven't been to one yet, I beg you to come to our next one. Please make it a priority, no matter what's happening or what you're doing, to stop and make that the priority for the day and get here and go to one. Another great thing about events is the more you hear it, the more it clicks in your brain and the more you get. And I still have ambassadors that have been coming to these for the last 2 years, and they'll say, I learned something new today. And that's because we hear different things every time, right? So events can be super formal or they can be super casual. If you're super nervous, I recommend that you make it just really casual. Invite just a few of your close friends. Sit down with them, maybe like on the floor in the living room, and get out all your little products and talk to each other and let them sip on Pink Drink and share the products and the business opportunity really casually with just your close group of friends, just to help you get comfortable with what's going on, right? Now with me, I have a large team, and so I like to do a nice presentation because we normally have a pretty big crowd that comes, and we have a few ambassadors that join us from the team. And so our presentation is like slightly more formal, but we definitely keep it casual. We do have a PowerPoint presentation that we use, and I'm actually going to post that in the files section of our team page along with this video so that any of y'all can have access to that and you can use it at any point. It's completely modifiable. Normally whenever we have an event, I open it up and I modify it based on either who's hosting. So if, Richard Gonzalez is going to be the host at his house, then I would put his testimony in there for him to get to talk. Or if we were doing it at Sally's house, then Sally, I would be sure and have her testimony on there and things like that. So it's totally modifiable and you can change it up however you like. If you like to have a PowerPoint presentation to use, then this is something that could really, possibly be really helpful for you. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show y'all the presentation itself and what it looks like. Open it up here. So at the beginning of an event, I usually open it up and I thank everybody for coming, and I kind of give a brief introduction, and I like to say that, it's really my goal to build everybody's belief in these products and in the business opportunity. And that's my goal for the presentation. And then I go into my personal testimony and I give my whole testimony. I start with my health testimony and then I give a little bit of my business testimony at the end. And then how we like to do it is we like to go around the room. If anybody is new and has never tried Plexus, we like to ask them what their goal is for the actual, for Plexus itself. And if they have a specific question of how Plexus can help them, if they would just let us know. And if there's something specific that they're hoping to learn today. So just real casual and brief. They normally say their name, who invited them, and what they're curious about, that kind of thing. And then as we're going around the room, if we get to a Plexus ambassador, we want that Plexus ambassador to give a real brief 1 to 2 minute testimony of how Plexus has helped them. And so, depending on the size of your room, this could take just a couple of minutes to maybe 10 or 15. But again, this is a very powerful moment in your event. You want your new people to feel heard, and you want to make them feel special for coming. And then those testimonies, like I said, are extremely important and really, really powerful. Then we like to just go over real briefly what Plexus is. And of course, this one here tells what Plexus is not, which I think is a great way to open it and to start it. There's my awesome, sexy husband. Clearly, this was his last presentation that he did since his testimony is on here, but it's amazing to see his transformation. And so normally at this point, I would have Julio stand up and he would go and share his testimony with everybody. And people can actually get to see his before and after on here, which is awesome. There's my testimony right there. So I would stand up at this point and give my testimony and share that. Julio, we like to show his cholesterol labs and how they changed, since that was a really big part of his testimony. That's one of the biggest parts of his testimony. So we have that on here. There's Sharon Gonzalez and her amazing testimony. She's so beautiful. And her husband, Richard, they are just rock stars with Plexus. And there's my beautiful sister and her little man. So you can see we had quite a few testimonies because, like I said, that is one of the most powerful parts of these events is you've finally got these people in front of you. You can now show them how ridiculously awesome Plexus is. You do not have to have that many. You could just have yourself, or you could have yourself and one other person. So feel free to make it however you'd like. And then we go directly into the products. And obviously the first ones that we always talk about are the Triplex combo. Now, I learned really early on when I was doing these events, and y'all, I've done at least 50 events. I mean, I've done so many. We learned really early on that it's not good to have information written that I'm on the screen and me reading it out loud, that people really zone out with that. So we only have a picture of our products. And then I stand up and I talk briefly about each one. If you are not comfortable with doing that, you know, like I said, I've talked about these products so often that I don't have to have anything in my hand to read from. But if you're not like me yet, and this is your first event and you're really unsure of what to say, then I highly recommend that you have a flashcard in front of you that you can read from and discuss the products as they're looking at this picture, okay? You can find any information that you want to talk about on these products on your personal website. So if you go, as if you're a customer going to your website, and you check out any of the actual products that people were just searching on your website, it's got all the details and information about each product on there. Or you could open up the 14 Days of Plexus document that my sister has created and uploaded to our team page and use that as a reference. And you could just highlight the key points that you want to go over with each product. And then the more you do these, the less you're going to need those notes because it's all going to be up here and you're not going to need it. And you can do more just freestyle type presentation. But we go over the products that we feel like are the most important. Obviously, Triplex is number one, and X Factor, and that's my little man there, and I normally talk about his testimony. Mega X, Block, Ease, Body Care, 96, Edge. My sister is the Edge expert because she loves it so much. Now you can see here we actually do have some information written, and it's because it's so new that we haven't really memorized it yet. So that's why that's there. My sister probably doesn't need that information anymore. But you can see that we didn't necessarily go over every single product. So depending on your, wow, I've just lost my word. Your population that you're presenting to, that's the word I meant to find. But depending on your population, you can change that however you like. Or if you just want to keep it to just 5 products, that's totally fine too. That's just how we do it. So please feel free to make that however you like. We always tackle some really common questions. Is it expensive? Will it work for me? Is it FDA approved? And is it safe? Those are definitely the most 4 common questions that we get. And then we just go through each one by one. Will it work for me? Yes, it'll work for you. Of course it will. Is it FDA approved? No, the FDA sucks. Just kidding, I did not say that, but I kind of did. Cigarettes are FDA approved, yeah. So you can see that we went through all 4 of those questions and we were able to answer them and tackle them. And then we end with I love Plexus, now what? We go over the 4 different ways that people can order. Move on, there we go. Talk about the money day back, the 60-day money back guarantee on all products, ambassadors or customers now, which is amazing. So now we have no excuse for anybody to not sign up as an ambassador. And then my sister loves to go into how Plexus is different business-wise, and she normally goes into some details about this kind of stuff. We like to talk about how much fun it is with friends and relationships that you build. We like to show fun pictures of all the fun events that we've gotten to go to because of Plexus and how they've spoiled us completely. So you can make all those pictures your own. So you can post pictures that you have with your Plexus ambassadors, different things that you've gotten to do with your team and things like that. Or you're welcome to show that, hey, that's my upline, Miranda, and my other upline, Melanie, and they went to convention and leaders retreat. You know, you're more than welcome to use those too. And then we like to always end with ambassador perks, meaning if somebody joins our team, so anywhere underneath our team as an ambassador, one of the perks they get for being on the team is getting their very own health coach. So they're going to get all of my sister's health coaching for free, and any kind of program that she runs, they'll get it for free, as well as Kim Wilson Pollock. So Kim Wilson Pollock is Melanie's direct upline. So each of you are also underneath her, and she is also a holistic health coach. And she runs tons of programs too as well. So anybody on our team has access to these 2 health coaches for free, which is a really awesome perk. Oh, and I think my sister was doing a 90-day challenge, and so she was talking about that. And then we just have Q&A time. And that's it, y'all. Again, this is just kind of the setup that we've used as a team for the last 2 years doing these events. So if you want to use it as a reference, you absolutely can. Or if you want to just have something casual, like I said, and gather in a circle with your friends and just talk about the products and the business opportunity, that's totally fine. But again, events are so important. I feel like that's something that as a team for us has not necessarily replicated down. And that's something that I want to start seeing. I want to start seeing that we're having events every week. Somebody different on the team is hosting this one, and somebody over here is hosting this one. And that's how you grow as an ambassador. And I'm telling you guys, I did not get to Ruby by not having events. I have had events consistently at least twice a month ever since I joined as an ambassador. And this month is my 2-year anniversary. So I'm constantly planning events and doing events. I've had events where we've had over 20 people sitting in my living room to events as small as 2 people, but it didn't matter. Every single one of them was powerful and amazing and has helped me become the Ruby ambassador that I am today. And I promise you that it will do that for you. I promise. If you are interested in doing an event and feel lost and concerned or not really sure how to begin one, please get with your upline. If your upline's never done any event, then reach out to your next upline. My sister and I would be more than happy to help at any point. Hang on one second, y'all. My husband was calling me. He's on his way home. Okay, so like I said, just get with your upline if you're not sure how to proceed or what to do, or even if you want support and want us there. We would be more than happy to come and help. I mean, at any time, trust me, if you tell my sister and I that you want to host the event, we're going to do whatever we can to be there and to help. And we might even do as part of the presentation for you. So again, this is just my challenge for you guys for the rest of the year and moving on into 2017 is to really, really bring events into your business. They're so powerful. Like I said, they help you grow as a person, grow as a leader. They keep you motivated and excited, and they're just life-changing for your business. They really, really are. So that's all I have tonight. And like I said, I'm going to post this video to the team page so that you guys can watch it at any time and use it for reference. And I'm also going to post the presentation PowerPoint that I just went through with y'all to the team page as well, so you have access to it and can use it at any time for a guideline or reference or anything like that. I love you guys. I'm so proud of this team. I would not be a Ruby ambassador and here leading you if it wasn't for your dedication and all your hard work and your belief in me as your leader. So I just love you guys so much, and I want to do whatever I can to help each and every one of you reach your Plexus goals. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and like I said, I love you all.